another item sold on eBay. Just gonna go ahead and drop this box at the hub center. So let's do this. We got another sale, and that was actually another climate control. And now that I kind of have an idea what parts I got to look out for at the junkyard, those are the parts that I'm just gonna take and purchase and put them up on eBay. And now I know that they take at least like 1 or 2 days to sell, so I'm gonna go ahead and start doing that. But I'm gonna show you guys that on the next day when I go to the junkyard, and letting you guys know what parts you guys should look out for, because these are the parts that are helping me out. And it's just crazy that they're selling like 1 to 2 days. So I went ahead and actually gonna do another test with ignition coils, because I know for a fact a lot of people don't like to buy ignition coils that are made from China, or if it's a secondhand, they actually just want to buy genuine ignition coils, like straight from like Honda, Acura, Nissan, or whatever. So what I ended up doing was, there's actually a 2008 Mercedes at the junkyard, and I went ahead and took out the ignition coils for that vehicle. I believe it was like a 2008 C230. It was a 4-cylinder. So I was like, well, let's just test it out. I mean, there was only like 2 on the engine. I guess someone else took them as well, but they were actually made from Mercedes. And if you just buy a secondhand like ignition coil for that vehicle, they're around like $30. But if you buy a genuine Mercedes ignition coil, they go for $75 a piece. So this is the ignition coil that I took out at the junkyard. Again, this is for a 2008 Mercedes C230. I went ahead and I only got 2, because each one was about like $25 each, and at that time I only had like $60 or like 65 around there, so I didn't have enough to get more. Plus there was only 2 on that engine. I guess someone else came and picked them up. But we're gonna go ahead and test this, because if I purchased this for $25, and if I can go ahead and sell it for $75 or even $60 with free shipping, I'm making a huge profit with just that part. But then again, it depends how long that part is gonna stay with me, and I have to figure out and see like other vehicles as well, like how fast like ignition coils sell. That would actually help me out more, because then I can go and grab like a Ford F-150 or a Ford Expedition or a Chevy LS1, or pretty much I'm trying to find the vehicles that sell ignition coils like really quick, just like the climate controls. Now I know that one of the climate controls usually takes like 2 or 3 days for it to sell, and right now I'm trying to just figure out what vehicles are best to get ignition coils. That way they can sell within 1 or 3 days, and that's just quick money, and it's easy to ship because it's a small part, and we could just put it on a padded envelope. So I'm in my kitchen, and the only thing I just wanted to show you guys is that since the ignition coil is really small, you can use a padded envelope. Again, what you want to do is, if you guys take ignition coils, they have plastic pieces where the clip goes, and sometimes the bottom is rubber or plastic. You want to make sure and you put something to protect this, because if this clip breaks and the customer gets the part and he's trying to put his clip on the insert, and if the insert's broken, then that ignition coil is no good, because once he plugs this in, since the engine is running, it vibrates and the clip can potentially come off. And the bottom boot is where the spark plug gets insert. So you got to make sure this is not cracked, because if this is cracked, then the spark plug is not going to have a exact fit on it, and it's going to be broken, and you're just going to have a big mess with the customer. But again, since this is a small part, you can go ahead and throw it in this padded envelope with bubble wrap, and making sure that those clips are out. And because again, when you package this and USPS or whatever you guys are using to ship, they're going through mail really fast, and they can just throw this and it can hit something and those clips can break and you're pretty much done. But this is my test to see if actually ignition coils are gonna sell. I know for a fact that I've been doing a little bit of research on eBay, and my next car that I want to take ignition coils from are Ford F-150s, GMC, and Chevy. I'm not saying American cars are bad, but I've seen a high percentage of people buying secondhand ignition coils for American car companies. And there's actually a eBay seller that I'm actually following that he just takes, I think, Ford F-150 OEM ignition coils from the Junkyard, and he's selling them for like $55 a piece. I don't know how much he gets them for, but a brand new like F-150, like say a 2008, a brand new ignition coil, they go around for like $80 to 80 or like $60 to $80. And of course that guy's putting free shipping, so if he's buying it for like $20, he's making a huge profit. So that's the plan for getting these sales up on eBay, and of course getting my feedback up. And it's exciting because this is what it's all about. You guys have to do test and see what products sell, and this is the product that I think a lot of consumers are gonna need. So that's gonna wrap up day 9. Hopefully you guys get an understanding that you should also test out different parts, because other parts are gonna sell faster. And from like what's working for me is the climate control, and I'm all out of climate control, so I have to go to the Junkyard tomorrow and get more climate controls. And I'm also gonna get maybe like 2 or 3 ignition coils from like a Ford or Silverado and see if those sell as well. But it's all about testing, because you want to minimize your time going to the Junkyard. You just want to go in and out of the Junkyard and you're done for the day. So this is where you have to do more research and see what parts sell, because you want to get parts that you can keep for like 1 or 2 days and they're gonna sell, and that's gonna help your sales percentage on eBay, and you're gonna get more feedback, and your store is just gonna look, super sick. So that's gonna end day 9, and I'll see you guys in day 10. Later, guys.